How can you increase the transactions you get from your website as an auto repair shop? That's what we're going to talk about in today's video. TransactionExpert.com is the leader in transaction services. We build your online presence and point of sale system to integrate with each other. If you are ready to understand and control the entire customer experience, visit TransactionExpert.com. Hi, my name is James Shepard, and I've spoken with dozens and dozens of auto repair shops, auto body shops, transmission repair, you name it, anything having to do with automobiles. I've talked to business owners dealing with that, and I've always found it interesting that most business owners in that space look at their website kind of like a billboard. It's something that you need to have for advertising, and you put it up there online, and you want to make it look pretty. You want to have a good graphics on there, make it look cool, but you don't really expect to do anything with it or to have customers do anything with it. It's just something that's there so people know you're there. And while that's certainly an important part of it, there's actually so much more you can do as an auto repair shop with your online presence, and that's what I want to talk to you about today. Now, first of all, let me make a couple of statements. Your website as an auto repair shop needs to basically be one of two things. Number one, if you are an auto repair maintenance type shop like a tire and lube, or you do traditional maintenance to the cars, then your website needs to serve as kind of like the hub of your notification system that's going to notify your customers about upcoming maintenance needs that they have. And we're going to talk more about how to set that up in just a second. Number two, if you're more of, let's say, you specialize in auto body repair, a transmission shop, something where basically either a major repair needs to be done or there's been a wreck that's occurred, then your website needs to be the hub that allows customers to make like a customer service center that allows them to get the information they need to be comfortable as choosing your shop over somebody else's shop. So you need to provide lots of information so they can make a more informed decision. So let's talk about those each one at a time. So first of all, let's say that you are the type of shop that does routine maintenance. You replace tires, you do oil changes, you do brakes, you change oil filters, you change air filters, you do that kind of stuff. If that's what you do, you need to have a notification system. And let me explain what I mean by that. So let's kind of go through the whole process. Again, our company, TransactionExpert.com. If you go to TransactionExpert.com/web, you'll see a lot of other tips about your online presence. But this is going to be really specific for auto repair. And so I want to show you how to get more transactions into your business. To do that, we need to kind of start at the beginning, okay? So first of all, people have to find your website. There's only a few ways they're going to find your website. Number one way is going to be on Google search. Then you have Yahoo search, Bing search, the main search engines. You got to make sure you have a listing up. Now, if you have a website with us, you don't need to worry about it. We already did your listing. We made it complete. We put everything on there. You are listed on all the major search engines in their map functionality. That means when people go online on their smartphone or on their computer and search Google Maps for an auto repair shop near them or oil change near them, they're going to find your shop. But you might want to communicate with your web designer a little more. Just make sure they do have a full listing. Look at the listing online. Make sure it has all the services you want it to have listed so that when people search, they're going to find you online that way. The other way people are going to find you is, of course, through social media. You want to make sure you have a Twitter profile and a Facebook profile where you're posting helpful tips and information from your website. Okay? The third and final way we'll talk about that people will find you is through your content strategy, and that's going to be on your website. Of course, you're going to want to have articles in there about how often should you have an oil change, whatever, all these different articles, and have specific geographic terms in there. Why, I'm in Blair County, Pennsylvania. Why Blair County residents should get an oil change every 3,000 miles, whatever. That kind of stuff is going to come up in search results in your area when people search. Now, I didn't mention paid advertising. I think that's pretty obvious. If you want to pay to drive traffic to your website, that's pretty easy to do. Now, once people get to your website and they find you, what's going to happen next? Okay? Well, first of all, they need to see that you offer the services that they need. So you want to make sure in your navigation bar, one of the things in there is services, and then you have a list of services. Also, what I would recommend that you do is in the sidebars of your homepage, I would have several download links for coupons that they can get for different services for first-time customers. So that when somebody visits your website for the first time, have something over on the side that says, download your free 10% off oil change coupon today, all right? Or download your free, tune-up, or you can get a 15% off your tune-up if you're a first-time customer. You get the idea. So have some different specials on kind of your main services so they can download coupons. In order to download the coupon, they've got to give you their full name and they have to give you their email address. Full name and email address. Really, really important, okay? Now, here's the other thing that you want to do though. When we talk about a notification system, let me explain what I mean by that. When somebody comes into your business then and they bring that coupon, they're a first-time customer or they're a repeat customer, you have to have somebody in your business that when they're ringing them up, they're also pulling them up in the system. Now you can use our touchscreen point of sale system, which actually integrates with your website to do this, or you can just log in. If you're part of our web design, there's actually a back-end office you can log into for your web design clients. And in there, what you want to do is you want to have different date fields. And of course, we'll set all this up for you. But you can have date fields in there. It's really easy. We will set up date fields for things like last oil change, whatever, last tire change, whatever. You can put all kinds of dates in there. And then what we can do is for that customer, when they come in, you go into that back office and put in these dates or do it in your point of sale system. Then we can set up automated emails that are going to go out, that are going to remind people about these things. So you might have something that says, once it gets to be 90 days after an oil change or whatever, send this email out. And we'll work with you during the design process to actually create the emails that you want to have sent out to people based on this many days after this service. We can design 4 or 5 template emails for you for free that are going to go out to your clients. And that's really, really going to help you drive business because it's going to remind them they need the oil change. So basically, when we talk about notifications, think about as long as you have a date and you have an email address and a customer name, you can automate any email that you would ever want to send out. The other thing you're going to want to do, the other notification, is just kind of a reminder. For instance, you might have a reminder about when you're getting close to summertime. Have you thought about recharging your air conditioner yet? And that could be a blog post on your website, and we can set your blog post up so that whenever you post something on your website, which again, very easy. I mean, you couldn't get any easier. You literally just log into your website, you click new post, put a title, type it out, and hit publish. That's it. When you do that, it's going to automatically then create an email, and it's going to email all of your email subscribers. And of course, you're going to have lots of email subscribers because they're all giving you their email when they download these coupons. So hopefully that gives you some idea in terms of kind of a notification system. So now let's go to the other side. Let's say you're a transmission, auto body, major repair, accident repair, that kind of thing. For that, you want to be more of like a customer service center. Now I'm just going to give you basically one really, really simple tip about this and then talk about how to implement it. One of the things that you really want to do is you want to provide all of the information, even including pricing, if you're really brave. And I know that that goes against the grain, and a lot of people are like, oh, I wouldn't want to put the pricing up there. You do want to put the pricing on your website, and I'll give you 2 reasons why. Number 1, it's going to scare away the people that you don't want anyway. Okay? In other words, do you really, people are going to find out how much it costs. Either they're going to call you and waste your time on the phone, or they're just going to look on your website and see how much it costs, and then that's all they're going to get. And then they won't call you and they won't waste your time, and they're going to go somewhere else because they don't like that price. So your price is your price. Put it on your website, number 1, because it'll scare away the people you don't want, and number 2, because it's going to attract a lot more people. People feel comfortable with somebody that's willing to put their prices online with what you're doing. So if you're talking about replacing a transmission, you could even create kind of a little engine that has maybe 6 or 7 different automobile types, different car brands, and you can have a few different things, and maybe you have 20 different pricing kind of ranges. So somebody could pick that they have a car, it's an Oldsmobile, and you have the range for the type of project that they want repaired is going to be $800 to $1,200. So you don't have to give an exact price, but if you have ranges up there, it's really going to help them to make their decision and to become really, really comfortable with you. Then next, you even want to go one step further, and I would recommend that you have a live chat. A live chat on your website. Now don't worry, I'm not saying a live chat that somebody in India is answering questions for you. I'm talking about you, your business, actually managing this live chat. And here's how it works. It's really simple. We can set up a live chat on your website that's going to do text messaging. So in other words, somebody goes to your website and they see this and they're like, oh, that's interesting, it's about $800, and then they see the live chat. They click on it, pops up a window, and they say, hey, I've got a 1997, Chevy Venture, and I need, a transmission repaired. Do you have any idea how much that would cost? What it's going to do is it's actually going to text you, like on your phone. It's going to send you a text message of what they said, And all you have to do is text back. And it's amazing the technology today, when you text back, it literally sends it right back to them. Now you can do it via text message, or if you have somebody in your office sitting at a computer, of course, obviously they can have it where it pops up on the screen and they can, chat back and forth that way. But a lot of business owners really like the text messaging thing. The great thing about it too is you can turn it off. So you can say, turn on your live chat from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. and then after that, a little thing will pop up that says, sorry, we're gone for the day. Text it, send us a chat tomorrow morning or stop by the office, click here for directions, that kind of thing. So I would really recommend you have a live chat. So provide lots of information to them about what's involved, what's the time frame, how long is it going to take, how much does it cost, and then give them lots of opportunities to engage with you, ask you questions, and that's really going to help you if you're an auto repair shop. Hey, I hope that really helped you. If you're an auto repair shop, hopefully this helped you to build a better online presence. And again, visit us online, transactionexpert.com/web, to get more information about how we can serve your needs better.